welcome back to my channel. I am just gonna take you through my patio garden real quick. I did do a few things which actually I totally forgot to record, but I did go out there this morning and did a couple of things to the garden, changed some stuff around, put some cages and stuff on some of the tomato plants. I did prune some of the, well, come on, let me show you. Wow, look at that sun, it is so bright. Okay, very pretty this evening. Okay, so here's a quick look-see. Here we go. I'm just gonna pan it around real quick so you guys can kind of see. And the sun is quite bright, so I don't even know if I should be filming right now at this time, but oh well. So as you can see, I hope that I did make a few little changes to my patio garden. Where should I start? Okay, well, let me go ahead and start over here. This is my Malabar spinach, as you guys know. This is the red Malabar. And I do have two green Malabars down there, and I'm thinking I should move these to maybe another plant. Another planter, because I feel like they're being shaded out by these four over here. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll keep them in there for a little bit, or maybe it's just they're a little slow grower or something. But there's, I don't know. They grew a little bit. I do see some new leaves here. There's some new leaves right there. There's some new leaves right there. So it's growing. It's just taking its time, I guess. And I'm a little impatient, and with gardening, I've realized that you cannot rush it. So, moving on. This is my red beefsteak tomato, which I have. What you can see here is I've put around like the tomato cage for this. Whereas before, when I planted it, I did not put the tomato cage. I only had I don't even know if I've like staked it, but I put like a PVC pipe and I staked it and tied it with a zip tie just so it's not flopping on the ground, which is exactly what it was doing. And this is for my tomato beefsteak, the tomato grow off challenge. Is it the grow off challenge? Yeah, 2019 with Jess, Kim, and Gary, and all these other gardeners. So that's what this guy is, and he's still just a few inches, a couple inches tall, not even a foot yet. So he was put in last week. Something just blew in my eye, so I'm sorry. I was focusing on that. So basically what I did was put the tomato cage around him, and I've got him PVC piped and staked, not piped, using a PVC. So that's that. And also I did fill this with more soil today, which is what I totally forgot to film. I filled it up with more soil up to here, up to this one branch right here. Get down here, you can see that branch right there, this one. So I filled the soil way up to here. And as most of you probably know, that tomato stalks, the stem of it has a bunch of little fibers that root out when touching soil. So that's what's gonna happen with that one. Next, moving on. I have a lot to get through. My lemon, these are my Meyer lemons, and I am seeing a bunch of little lemons coming out this year, and this is the first year that I am seeing these guys. So I am like so stoked. This guy is so, look at that. It's beautiful. And then there's some more right here. Some more blooms coming out. So the beginning, yes, there was a video I think I put out for the first tour of the garden that there was so much bloom, and the smell was just amazing. And well, my patience paid off. I'm getting little lemons, and I hope they just last and grow big, It'll be really amazing to see. Now, in this pot, I have 4 Meyer lemons. Then I have 2 key limes, which are coming back this year. I thought I was going to pull these key limes out because they died over the winter, but it looks like they were flowering. I mean, the new leaves came in, so not flowering, new leaves came in, so new branches, new leaves. So I just kept it in there. I didn't even bother with it. So it looks like they come back every year if they like if the frost kills them. So but the Meyer lemons, they were out here all winter, and we did have a pretty rough I guess winter, I would say, in Dallas. So Meyers did awesome. They're pretty much evergreen, so they stayed out here again. And I can't take this whole thing in my apartment, which obviously is crazy, and it's just really heavy to move, so I can't move that big old planter. So it stays out here, and it was doing perfectly fine. Next up is this tomato, which is just growing like a weed. Let me put this in. So I do have this guy also staked with the PVC pipe. My Juliet is back here. Look, she's gorgeous. Look at that. Now, with this particular one, what I did was I filled it with more soil this morning. The day before, I went ahead and cut some of these leaves off. These were extra leaves that were just covering the plants that I have down here. There's one plant that's growing down here, and this is another plant that's growing down here, another tomato plant. So these are two separate little baby tomato plants that I started from seed. So I have these under here. Now the big leaves were blocking out the sun, and there's no airflow, no circulation. So, you know, I just took off some of those leaves right here, and I did it on all of them. Even like back here, I did it on that guy as well, because even on these right here, you can see like these little cuts. I took those leaves off. So, you know, the tomatoes, like these vines that have the tomatoes on them, I didn't cut those off, but removing those leaves actually helped with the, you know, getting more light, more circulation. And also when I'm watering, a bunch of these leaves turned brown and started discoloring, and I think it's tomato leaf blight is what it's called technically. So that's what was starting to happen, and it's still just very early in the growing season. It's only April for me, and these are just starting, and I do not want diseases and stuff like that to start on these plants this early on. So that's why I went ahead and cut off some of these bottom leaves. And the reason I did it now is because, you know, some of these plants are growing so quickly. They're within maybe 3 weeks, they've grown a few feet already, almost 3 feet. I think 3 or 4 feet. Oh my gosh, it's like my daughter's height pretty much, or actually taller than her, so probably 4 feet, I would say. So what I'm going to do with these plants is actually try to single stem them, which basically means I'm going to keep the main stalk, the main trunk of the tomato, and cut off like the extra suckers and like the extra leaves. Just keep a few like on the top, so it's you know, it's not overcrowding it. There's enough circulation and light going through. And in these planters, I do have let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 4. I had 4 big ones. Let me see. 1, 2. I can't even count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have like 8 tomatoes that are in this one planter. I know that is a big no-no. A lot of people are going to be like, what are you doing, girl? Tomatoes needs to go run in and get some water because it's thirsty and just getting winded from just talking. But yeah, whatever. I was saying, like, I can't even say it now. Succession sowing. So that's what I'm doing here, is with these little tomato starts that I started here. And then, you know, these, look, they have, like, these branches have where the flowers are coming out. These are indeterminate tomatoes, and I've read, like, you know, some people don't cut the leaves and don't trim it. They just let it go wild. That's great. Yeah, that's a different method, and I'm trying this method. And I will probably, you know, let it go one time, and when I have the space to do it, I'll probably just, you know, let them do their thing. But this time around, I'm gonna try this method and see how it works, you know? So yeah. Next plant. Which one should we do? Let's go around this way. So here I have all these peppers, and I think these are these little Thai chili peppers. There's a bunch of little buds coming out, pepper buds and flowers. There's some in here. Let me see this one. I don't. Oh, here. There's one right there for that one. This is like the cayenne pepper. So, this one was the sweet Italian, and there's a flower right there. This one was. Let me see. Which guy was this one? Oh, he was the Serrano hot pepper. Yeah, and that one was the purple bell. And these, since they were growing so big, like not like tall, I went ahead and staked them with 2 feet bamboo stakes and just zip tied them or cable tied them. Same thing with this purple bell. And I ran out of the 2 feet stakes, so I couldn't stake all these other ones. So I'm gonna get some more 2 feet stakes and go ahead and do those, stake those peppers up soon. Also, just want to reach down here and show you guys these little seeds that I threw in here like a crazy person are sprouting. So I've got little peppers coming up, pepper plants coming up, so I guess more peppers are on the way. But it's not bad because those are so tiny, and you know, whichever the hardiest one survives will you know, will grow and produce peppers for us, which is fine. Next is the Italian parsley. We have been harvesting this guy. You know, we've been eating him for some salads and stuff, and he's not bad. It seems like it's growing more bushy or something. Okay, next planter I have. This is my yellow canary right here, and I will show you that I'm already getting fruit. So I am just insanely stoked about this. There's flowers right here, and this one and that particular red beefsteak and this canary are pretty much the same height. And I mean, I'm just completely amazed because I planted this yellow, what is this one? Yeah, the canary, after I planted the red beefsteak, and I am just surprised that it is taking off, and it is just so beautiful and lush and green. I'm just in love. Can anybody be in love with tomato plants? Okay, you guys are probably like, this girl is nuts. Okay, over here, this is a Patio hybrid, and I do have a little tomato over here. I didn't even see that guy. I did cut off some of these. I don't even know if you're supposed to prune and trim like the hybrid, or I'm sorry, the determinate tomatoes, but I went ahead and did it because the branches were so low to the ground. I don't know if you could see that one right here. See, look, it's so low to the ground, and there was a bunch of them, and it was just bushy like right there. And I went ahead and actually took these off. I took my scissors, and I just kind of, I don't have my scissors with me, but I need to come out here and just cut this one off as well. So when I water, see this is what starts the diseases and stuff like that. So that's what I did to, I went ahead like 2 days ago and came out here and just cut off a bunch of the lower leaves on my tomatoes. So that way, see, like now, like this part, like all these leaves I cut off and just kept these top ones because they're growing on the top, and this way when I water, I can water from down here and these will be fine and the leaves won't get wet. It's pretty much. Now I don't know if this is like a weed or whatnot. I'm gonna give it a couple more days and see what this turns into. If nothing, I'm gonna pull this but I have a feeling that that's a weed. but I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. I don't even know what like a normal weed looks like, but that's that. This is my Tommy toe. So this guy is doing okay. He's slowly growing. I don't know why he's taking so long. My Brandywine, is this my Brandywine? This is the Brandywine, so he's just a little bit taller than my Tommy toe. I have my Sweet 100s, which, oh my gosh, they are growing. I'm so happy. I mean, can't even believe like I started all these from seeds. That's just amazing to watch, you know? I mean, I used to baby them over like in February and in March. I used to just, you know, watch them when I had them over my refrigerator. Like, you know, I was just babying them, you know, hoping to get some tomatoes to sprout, you know, the seedlings to sprout. And when I saw these guys come out and they were about like an inch or so, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I can get these. But you know, just watching them this big is like, this is like 2 feet pretty much, and this is just amazing. Like it just amazes me that I did this, you know, just really humbling that I can do this. This is what I was talking about. This is when the leaves are wet. This is what was starting to happen to those bottom leaves down there. And today, actually, when I watered this morning, some of the leaves, some of the water from the baskets that I have hanging were dripping down on here. So that's why we got some of these leaves are a little bit discolored. I have a Rutgers tomato in there somewhere. I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's this one, or I don't even know what that guy is, but he's there. He's staked. He's growing beautifully. So yeah, I'm just like so baffled that I have so much flowers coming out and tomatoes coming out. It's really truly a humbling experience. My basil is just really sad looking, so I don't know what is up with the basil this year. It's just not working for me. Over here I have, I think this is a bean, some type of bean plant. These are my okras. Oh, there's, let me see, this is like a little something in there. Look at that, a little bug trying to grow in there. This okra is up, and there's a couple little bugs on here too. So I need to, I don't know, I need to spray this or something. You know, this is my first time actually trying to grow okra, and I'm having not the best luck with these. But I'm gonna, actually I did go ahead and put in like 4 more okra seeds in here. I don't know where, probably just randomly throughout this bed. I have a bunch of marigold coming out. I don't even know, I think these are marigolds as well. Okay, so on this side, I finally did this today. I tied up the cucumber onto the trellis because it was starting to, like, these tendrils were coming out, and they were just trying to grab onto something. They were trying to reach for something to grab onto, and yeah, see, they were kind of like trying to wrap around each other and just become a mess. So I just went ahead and used like one of those little ties and tied this up, same as this guy. And all of these, I do have way too many in there. There's like 6 plants in there that started from seed, and this is how big they've gotten. There's a bunch of leaves coming out, and then so as soon as this grows, I did put this wood, like a tree branch that I had laying around, and I just zip tied it and leaned it against my trellis. So these cucumbers, hopefully they will start climbing this. The weather is warming and warming up, so you know, hopefully those take off. Another thing, I totally screwed this up today. I don't know how this happened, but this was my like most healthiest one out of these 4 squash. I think these were squash plants, and somehow I broke them. So this is not doing very well, and that's just reality. Like, I've gone through so many little plants that would grow up to this stage. Well, this was on, by accident today that, I knocked over, and I broke off the tip. So I don't know if this is gonna come back or not, or it's just gonna die off. So I'll have to put in maybe new seeds, and that actually just sets me back, at least a couple of weeks at least, to get to at least about this height. So kind of disappointed with myself for doing that, but I hope these two make it and they survive. But that's just reality of trial and error, first time gardener kind of thing. But I think even pro gardeners have mistakes like that, so it's okay. These squashes, I don't know, I tied them up because they were just sprawling everywhere, and I was knocking over, like I was walking by and would crack like one of these leaves in half. And yeah, so I just used like these little ties and a bamboo stick and just tied them up. I only have male flowers right now, and I think females will come in eventually, but these are all male flowers. And yeah, I don't have any females right now. These are all males. One thing I found out, that you can actually eat these male flowers, and they open up during the day and they close off in the evening, which is pretty interesting. Toss you back in there. This guy's doing really well. This squash, his trunk, look at that. The little trunk is so solid. There's like 4 plants, and again, I use little zip ties, like little ties like these, that you get for like wrapped with your bread that you buy at the supermarket. They close the bag with these little ties. So I just tied all of them to my trellis post that's holding up my trellises, and I'm trying to get him to grow up, grow taller. I don't think this is like a vining plant, but it is growing into like a bush variety, I guess. I don't know, he's growing in bushy. He's growing bushy, so I just kind of try to keep him contained, and since he's back there, leave him alone, let him do his thing. My sugar snaps, they're growing, They have little white spots on them. I don't know if it is because of the water or the sun. I don't know. But the ones on this side, they're getting big. And the ones back here are not doing so well, but they're hanging in there, and I'm just going to leave them in there and see what happens. This dude, I moved him from back there. I brought him up here because he was just really, really crying out for some sunshine and some air and whatnot, because his friend right here, his brother, was just being the highlight of the show. So he was back here, was growing for the, he was really thriving. And this guy was planted at the same time, but he was just really small and wasn't getting enough light and the sunshine. So I put him out here, and since I put him over here, I transferred him on this side, he's looked good. Like, he's just been perking up a little bit. So that's the situation with him. Over here, these bean plants, they're climbing up. You can see like the trellis is like right up the trellis, the little what is this, the vine? I don't even know the technical names for these little vines that I wrapped around. I kind of trained them to go around my trellis, and it's way up there, and that's this plant right here. This one is right over here, and these are right there, like not even way up where that one is. So I need to go like up here and kind of wrap it so it'll, start doing its thing and just looking pretty. So if these don't work out, these snap peas, I don't know, because it's getting hot, and I don't know if snap peas are supposed to survive summer or if they're warm, like heat resistant, I don't even know. But I did go ahead and put them in here, and I realized they do sprout, they do grow. So I will try them back again in the fall and winter and see what happens there. Rosemary's down there. Brussels sprouts, I gave them a haircut. I don't even know if this is right or not. but they were infested with, like, all of the leaves had like holes in them like this. And today I found a slug. Yes, a slug. And see, like, there is something that's coming in here and eating all of these like leaves. But what I did was I went ahead and cut the leaves off of each of these, like the bottom leaves, because they were just really big, and I don't even know if that's good for these plants, if that's what you're supposed to do with these plants. But I went ahead and did them, and just kept like the crowns and a few leaves on the top. Hopefully, let me see, is there, oh, there it is there. Oh, I see it. Oh my, right there's little worms. Do you see that? One right there. There's one right there. Oh my gosh. So these guys have been eating these plants, these little caterpillars. Oh my goodness. And I was wondering what was eating them. Okay, wow. So, what do I do? What do I do? I need to take them off. I'm gonna look under here. There's like little bugs under these leaves. I think these are eggs or something. This one's okay. That one definitely I gotta remove. Oh my, there's two of them in there. So there's, I've actually not checked under the leaves before, but I'm kind of glad I did trim down some of these leaves. So oh, here's one right here. There's a big one right there. See? Oh, so you guys are out for an afternoon snack. That's what's going on over here, huh? Alright, I'm gonna take those guys off. I spotted 3 of them, so I'm gonna take them off and get my glove on, definitely. There's one right here, I think. Oh my. There's 4. Look at that. That's gross. Right there. Do you see it? Oh my gosh. That's gross. I'm not a creepy crawly person. I'm very, like, scared of insects. Especially like little caterpillars and like just slugs and stuff like that. So this is very daring for me. If anybody who knows me, I am not the person to be dealing with caterpillars, but that's what comes with this hobby, and I am. Ooh, okay. Maybe I should get my little shovel and see how. I just hope I don't need trouble. Okay, let's see. I don't know how I'm doing this. Oh my god. Oh my god. My body is like. Look at that. Look at that guy. See? I am not even sure how I'm doing this right now, you guys. I'm gonna throw you out. I hope the wind didn't bring him back in. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Where did the wind take him? I won't even know. Okay. Alright, so here's another guy. Grab him by the... Ooh. Oh no, he's trying to run away. He's trying to make a run for it. Hold still. Hold still. Oh my god. There he goes. I got him. Should I squish these guys? That'll be nasty. Okay, I'm gonna put him out. Go. Out. Go away. Go in the grass. Okay, I should have actually done that instead of letting the wind take the other guy. Alright, so I got 2 of them off. Oh my gosh, I am not even kidding that I am doing this. This is... Oh, Lord, here he is. There he is. Oh, gosh, I just flicked it off right there. Ew. Ew. This is insane for me, guys. I am not even kidding. Go with your other buddy right there. Okay. And I knew I saw one more back here somewhere. I think it was on this guy. Yep, it's a little baby right there. Little baby. And this is really hard to do with one hand, but alright, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Right there. Throw you out as well. Okay. Stay over there. I'm just so upset. Like, I hope the wind did not take that other caterpillar and bring it back in here on my tomatoes or something, like the wind. I hope I dropped him where he needs to be dropped. Okay, let me see. Oh my gosh. I swear, I just got goosebumps picking up that first one, and then... Oh, Lord. I don't even know how I'm doing this right now, because anybody that knows me, I do not deal with bugs. I am sorry. That is not my forte, but I have, honestly, like I had to learn the hard way, you know. I'm a mom of 3 kids. I've been vomited on, spit on, pooped on, peed on, to clean all that up. And oh, there's some more right here. There's one more guys, and look at this. It's like they're so camouflaged, like you can't even see them, like until you actually go under there and look at it. See? Oh my. And this guy's got like little feet and everything. I don't even know if the camera's focusing, but okay, I don't want to drop him because he's pretty big, so let's throw him out there. All right. Whew. That was an adventure for me. But like I was saying, I am not a creepy crawly girl, you know. But every territory has stuff that comes with it. So this hobby has creepy crawly plants, or creepy crawlies, you know. And that's what I gotta deal with. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna deal with these guys, you know. So yeah, like you know, as I'm gonna be honest with you, like when I was raising my kids, I had no idea whatsoever on how to raise a kid or whatever, you know, right? I mean, who grows up learning that? Nobody. Raising kids. But anyway, so what I was trying to say, sorry, the caterpillars just kind of like threw me for a loop. I lost my train of thought. I was giving you guys a garden tour, and apparently it turned into some work that I had to do. But hey, I'm glad I found them, and they are not eating those Brussels sprouts, because that is insane. But how many did we take off? Like 6 of them? And they're just like having a feast, like a buffet. Seriously, look at these leaves. They're just, you know, they were perfectly fine the last couple of, oh shoot, did I just flick one off? The last couple of days when I trimmed them, but now they're, you know, they're completely like eaten through. So those guys really like ravage the plants within like a day. You know, your leaves are gone. And I don't know what they do after. Do they turn to another plant? Do they crawl out of the pot? I don't even know. But okay, I hope that's enough of them today. I don't want to deal with any more of those nasty little things. And so I was giving you guys a garden tour, and what I wanted to show you was these little tomato leaves that I cut off, that I was telling you about. I am trying to grow roots on them, and I put them in water in mason jars. Stuck them out here, kept them in the shade. They do get a little sunshine. I don't even know if they're supposed to, but I'm giving it a shot. Hopefully if they grow some roots, I'm gonna plant these in the garden in pots again, and I'll have another plant. So I'll have more tomatoes. So I've got cuttings from like all of the different plants the leaves that I cut it. Oh my god, I can't even talk. All the leaves from the tomato plants that I cut from the bottom. So that's what those are. I just kept some of them. I didn't keep all of them. Yeah, so I'm trying to see if those will grow roots, and so I can get them in the garden. My lettuce, we harvested a bunch, and this is what's pretty much left of it. So I'm gonna have to come out here, get my arugula, get these lettuces, and clear out this bed pretty much. I'm gonna clear this one out and plant something else in here. This other leafy green, it's actually leafy red. So I'm gonna see if I want to plant it in here or somewhere else. Probably in here, because I want to keep those contained and not all over the garden. So I'm gonna do that here. But my red Russian kale, it's all right. It's not even let's just not even go there. They're in a sad state. They're back there. They're probably not getting enough sunshine. So anyways, that's gonna be my garden tour for today. Oh, I forgot to show you guys my broccolis, which are doing pretty cool. Insane. I am just so insane. I don't know when I'm supposed to start eating these. Maybe wait till they get a little bit bigger. I think these are just broccoli florets and not an actual big broccoli. So that's what they look like to me anyway. So anywho. Okay, I am winded. I'm gonna go take a break, especially after that caterpillar escapade. My hair is like all over the place. I'm gonna take off my garden gloves, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little adventure and my little patio tour, and me being adventurous with the caterpillars. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and thumbs up and subscribe, and but yeah, so I'll see you guys later, and hope you guys like this video. Bye.